So, we are in a new year now.
Yep.
2022.
Bro, I forgot it was New Year's.
And we every year we've been doing this. We compile a list of albums that we consider our top albums.
Top of the year. It's usually the top of the year, except for, of course, going from 2000, which one was it, the last year list? 2020 to 2021, it was the top of the decade.
Yeah, and that was like 50 albums that we did. But today...
Shit, we did damn near 100 because we had 2 top 50s.
No, yeah. So, but today is... I have 25 albums that I consider top albums. A little over 25 albums because I think I got a few honorable mentions. Like I have some that I wrote up here. I don't know if I'm gonna say them, but I guess we'll see. But before we do anything, I would like to say like, comment, and subscribe. Being that this is a new year, I'm going to start saying that every video. Like, comment, subscribe, do all of that. Make sure you support. If you fuck with us, you'll support us.
Absolutely.
So, with that being said, let's get into some of these albums.
All right.
And I mean, I don't have any order. I don't got no orders.
The only thing we doing when it come down to order is the runner-up of the year for each of us and the album of the year for each of us.
Or we could even go like this. You want to do starting from 25 going down and then give our top 10 in order or top 5 in order?
I mean, you can do that, right? You know my situation coming into.
All right. So let's just start from 25 and then I'm a fuck it. Donda. 25. I mean, and I don't know. I don't know if this is gonna start going in order at some point or whatever, but I'm gonna just start putting the fucking albums out there.
I mean,
I got Donda on my list as top albums. Definitely not one of my favorite. Definitely not one of my top up there albums, but it had to be on this list.
I put it like this with me and Donda, right? If anybody listened to what was the last post we made, which was last Wednesday or whatever, or the Wednesday before that, it was the argument we had about Runaway.
Yeah.
If you heard me talk about Runaway, oh shit. If you heard me talk about Runaway, you know how I felt about that. Runaway is better than everything on Donda.
Yeah, and that I totally agree with that one.
Period. And I can't. For my personal list, I can't abide Donda being anywhere near it. It's terrible. But I can understand why it's on somebody's list. I mean, number one, it's a Kanye album, and you don't get all too many of those.
Yeah.
Number one, like the last one we got was 2 years ago, which was Jesus is King. And you did get one the year before that, but Jesus is King, I think, was in the works at the same time as Ye. And the last one we got before Ye was Pablo. Then the last one we got before that was Jesus. Then the Dark Twisted Fantasy. You're getting like a 2 or 3 year gap between his albums on average. So
right.
I can understand why somebody would put it on there. If not only because you just excited to hear new music from him, but not me. I haven't been excited to hear shit from him since 2010. Dark Twisted Fantasy, his best album and his last good one, in my opinion.
I agree.
Unless you want to go and count Cruel Summer as an album, but it's a compilation.
Yeah, I don't know. Moral of the story: I felt like Donda had to be on this list. It had a few bangers. Had some that were kind of but I fuck it. 24, Culture 3 by the Migos. I wasn't really hot on the Migos album. I'll be honest, but I do feel like with top albums and who the Migos are, this is an album that had to be up there. Some of the songs that I do like off that album, Avalanche being one of my favorite songs.
Right.
I felt like it was okay. Definitely not a top. Like literally, if it was 25 albums, this album would probably be in the 24th spot if this was in order.
This is how
24 or 25, definitely.
This is gonna show you what a struggle fucking 2021 was for rap. Like this list is gonna show you that. Mm-hmm. Even though I don't say that to down. When we get down to the top of the list, that's not to downplay anything that was made that's actually good. Like none of mine are gonna be in order because I didn't order them. So like the first one I want to bring into the conversation, right? And I'm a little bit of a late comer onto this wave, but it's better late than never, bro. And it's got to be Hitler Wears Hermes Side B. Hitler Wears Hermes 8 Side B from West Side Gun.
Yeah, I had a that's your what? Hold on. That's
just in my list.
Oh, that was in your.
I don't got no order to it.
Makes sense.
It's just one of my favorite albums of the year. Mm-hmm. That's why I said before, like 2021 to me was a struggle, but that don't downplay the greatness of any music that I'll mention in my list.
Honestly, struggle is an understatement. That shit is an understatement. Like me making this list, bro. Like I literally sat here for days, like. What the fuck? Like, it even went through a point where I was like, I'm not even gonna have a list. Like, when I was putting 25, like, I'm calling people like, bro, what y'all been listening to? Like, I'm like, of course, with my own opinion on music, like, I had my strong opinions. Like, I mean, I'll get into some of them when we get there, but
right.
Like I had some albums that I knew for a fact were gonna be up here. And then I had some down there in that 20 to 25, honestly like 15 to 25 marker where I was like, shit, I don't know what I'm gonna do. But I guess.
But like Hitler Wears Hermes Side B. That's the one with the surprise track of the year, because like I know we follow. I don't know if she follow us, but I know we follow this producer on Twitter that made the fucking Hell on Earth 2 beat, bro. Like that shit is fucking fire, dog. Like and with not even just with this album, with Griselda, like with the whole style that they bring forth. They just take you back to a different time in rap, but they don't do it by, because when you try to make vintage sounding shit, like if you try to make 90s inspired hip hop like they do, you can either do it by bringing something fresh, a fresh take to it, right? Mm-hmm. Or you can do it by fucking just trying to copy something from the 90s and sounding like you biting. And I feel like that they bring a fresh enough take to it to where I can just listen. Especially, bro, I don't even know if this song, I don't even think this song, and this song ain't on Hitler Wears Hermes, but I don't even think this shit came out in 2021. But it's so fucking good, bro. That song by Conway the Machine, bro. Mm-hmm. You know what song I'm talking about?
Which one?
That I seen it a lot.
No, I don't think I heard
bro, it. Hold on, bro. Let's pull this joint up. Let's try not to get fucking copyright claim too. Like Conway. This shit is so good, bro.
I ain't even gonna lie. This is a side note why he's looking this up. I'm playing 2K right now. And if anybody else plays fucking 2K, you know if you are playing direct, you will get shitty teammates who will leave at moment's notice. It is me and some other guy. Fucking Rush Diddy or something like that. We are getting beat 11-29.
Yeah, I play with bots.
Yes. We have AI. We have 3 AIs on our team. I've seen it. I think I have heard this. No, I have heard this. This shit is hard.
Let me stop it right there, though. Let me stop. Like, the way that they come with they shit, man, like Griselda, and you can see everybody. And when you saw that Kanye put Conway and Westside Gunn on this fucking album, which they probably was on like the best song up there.
Yeah.
And Just Keep My Spirit Alive, is that the one they on?
Yep. That's my shit. I love that shit.
So, like, when you saw him reach for them, bro, you know that they a part of. They wave is something that all these motherfuckers is about to want a piece of, right? Kanye does that, bro. Like when Kid Cudi was coming out, when Day and Night came out, Kid Cudi wasn't on good music yet, but Kanye West sure went and fucking found him, and the same when Al Farrow came out. Travis Scott wasn't a pretty good beats producer yet, but he became one after Al Farrow came out.
Right.
And you heard that nigga whole style change when he brought these people into the fold. Now, not that Kanye ain't about to start making mafioso rap like Griselda does, but I mean, like, you just like when he reached for somebody, like you know that they wave is up there, my nigga.
Yeah, I do agree.
And the Hitler Wears Hermes side B part 8 is just it was like really, it wasn't my introduction to them, but it was like the point that made me say, all right, I'm all in on this, right, for real. And I know they've been doing it for years, but that shit made me was like, hey, I'm all in. Even though I listened to his other Who Bought the Sun, that's his other album that came out earlier in the year, the other Westside Gunn album.
Side note, I just quit that game of 2K. But yeah.
So like I listened to that and I kind of liked it, but this shit right here is my type of shit. It was like going back and hearing some of that same type of. See, when you start saying stuff like this, people will just listen to this one part and call me crazy.
What?
But I'm not saying that Westside Gunn's album is in the same stratosphere as Cuban Links. You can tell that it was inspired by it.
I do get what you're saying.
Yeah, but it's still great. That's my first entry into my top of the 2021 pile list.
My 23 is Adele 30.
I haven't heard that album yet, but it's probably could be higher on the list.
Yeah, it's definitely way higher on this list, but I mean, like I said, there's no order. But man, that shit, even Kanye even had that shit at the concert. He had the choir singing "Go Easy on Me, Baby."
Look. Let me just
had that shit. Had the choir singing that shit. So
Kanye do things. He does shit calculatedly, bro. He know that she the biggest motherfucking thing smoking. Of course he got like, and even motherfucking Drake can't touch her.
Yeah,
bro. Not when it comes to popularity.
Nah,
bro. Her shit, bro. She sold with 25. That was the last album before 30, right? With fucking Hello from the Other Side.
Yep.
I think she sold 4 million copies in a week.
Damn.
Like, yeah, she the biggest thing smoking, bro. Of course, he had his choir singing her fucking song.
Nah, but that Adele 30, that shit was great.
Not 4 million copies worldwide in a week. 4 million copies here in a week. And that shit was also set a record for most copies sold in a week in the UK.
Mm-hmm.
So,
nah, that Adele 30, that's that shit. I've listened to that album maybe fucking 15, 20 times. Just on repeat. Like, it was one night I just listened to that shit nonstop just to really listen to it and really get a feel for the music. That shit's great. You got a 23? Or I can keep going.
No, I ain't got nothing. Like, whenever, like, you got so many more than me that like, whenever we get to whenever you do like 3, I'll throw another one out.
I got you. 22, I got Pooh Shiesty Season.
See, I can't even speak on it. I never heard it.
I mean, the way Pooh Shiesty just had the streets on lock for so long, I just crossed another nigga over, tell him guard up, double tap that button on the key, the car gonna start up. Like, the way before he went to prison.
So is it more? Is your opinion on this more based off of his album or more based off of his fucking?
No, the album's good. Like, the shit has like high quality music up there. Like, Pooh Shiesty is really he's pretty decent. Like, for a rapper.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty decent for a rapper. What am I talking about? No, but the shit is good. Like, it's a all around solid album.
Right.
And he dropped the deluxe to it. Back in Blood. I know you heard that shit.
I like that song. I didn't like it at first.
Yep,
that shit grew on me. Like, I don't need security. I got my own fire in the club.
All that wolfing on the net, nigga. I thought you was a thug. Like, the way, like, though, this album really stuck.
Let me tell you about Back in Blood, why I started liking it when I didn't at first.
Uh-huh.
Because it's a true story. It's about something that he's really talking to somebody. Like, he's talking to somebody. He said, you know who took your shit, nigga? Come get it back in blood. That's the shit that really happened. I saw the little documentaries about it.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah, this nigga was really shooting at people. Like, at drug deals. Pulling up in McLarens. Just think,
What a guy.
Nah, but that album, Pooh Shiesty Season, and the deluxe, that shit it belongs in that top 25. 21, Haitian Boy Kodak by Kodak Black.
Mm-hmm.
I fucked with this album. I like that Don't Leave Me and Dirty K was my favorite 2 songs on the album. Kodak actually dropped a lot of music, but I felt like this was probably the hardest one. Hardest meaning the one that I liked the most and the one that I felt like deserved a spot on this list. I didn't put Happy Birthday Kodak up here because that's just an EP. I also didn't put another album up here. I actually removed it because that one was an EP also. So, Haitian Boy Kodak for 21.
Kodak Black new song is so good.
Super Gremlin?
No, the fucking Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh, that shit's fire. Yeah, Super Gremlin though. Super Gremlin is really good. I fucked with that song, and I fucked with that Nightmare Before Christmas shit. That one was good too. 20. I got G Herbo 25.
Yeah, never heard it.
You never heard it?
Nope.
That shit was pretty good.
What's your highlights about it?
Some of my favorite songs off this one: Statement, of course. No Jail Time. Cry No More. Like, this was just one of them shits where, I mean, it was a G Herbo album. He's talking about shit that, I mean, for lack of better terms, really happened. But I don't think this album was better than PTSD.
Right.
That came out, 2020. But I felt like, I mean, G Herbo is pretty solid. He's a pretty solid rapper, so I felt like he deserved a spot on this list. But I would, this 20 to 25, he would be in that 20, in my opinion. I wouldn't put him no higher than 19.
Right. So the next album I got in my little unconventional, unorganized list, because only my 1 and 2 are solid, but you could say that this one is a solid 10. This one would be at like the bottom of my list,
Uh-huh.
and that's not how it started out. it started out with this one being at the top of my list when I was trying to make when I was talking about it, when we were, we go back and forth all throughout the year, like, oh, this right here is my favorite of the year so far.
Right.
And this is what I said about this one. Not anymore. Fucking, what's that shit called? The Melodic Blue?
Yeah.
Baby King?
Yeah. The Melodic Blue.
Mm-hmm. And I'm not about to shit on this album because I love this album. But I'm about to shit on Baby King a little bit.
Okay.
Because some of his bars is fucking terrible.
Okay, go into it.
Like,
because, I mean, I'm not going to say, I even went back and listened to a little bit of this album before we did this today.
Mm-hmm.
Just, I mean,
see, like,
it was honestly split. I'll get into that later.
So this is why I had to drop this down. It's not because the album isn't good. It is. And especially for the fact that not only did he produced most of it himself, right? And some of the shit that he says just takes me right out of it. So when the first track is on, and it's that slow build up, the trademark USA shit.
Yep.
So it's like you want to do this for some neck and some necklaces, and then that shit's change up. Trademark in my band, new bitch. Hold up, sis, I'm into it. Then he just say something that just was like, why? He said, all I do. I'm on Instagram. All I do is post my bitch. Keep your comments to yourself. I don't need your 2 cents on my pic. What kind of fucking sissy ass rap am I listening to when I'm hearing somebody complaining about Instagram comments?
I mean, I kind of get it. I mean, you got to think about it. What rapping? He's not a gangster rapper or no shit like that. So when I hear a bar,
but that shit,
I mean.
Just
call it what it is, Instagram bar. I don't really get too what's a good word? Not upset, but more.
I don't know, man.
Alarmed. I get alarmed by the shit that Baby Keem says.
It didn't alarm me enough to make me not. It didn't alarm me enough to like make me skip the song or nothing. Mm-hmm. It's just like, why is that there? It sounds like the shit that women get on Facebook Live and argue with each other about. Yeah. That's what I was like, what the fuck? But then the shit keep going and it's good. And then the next song is good, which is the Pink Panties shit. Mm-hmm. And I like that song. I don't got no complaints about it. Then some of the more I can say serious joints on there are good, especially the one where he sampled the drums from Love Lockdown. Yeah. I like that shit. But then another reason why I had to drop it is because the fucking song with him and Don Toliver was such a fucking disappointment. Yeah. Like, Don Toliver is too good to be on shitty songs. Like, and then the other shit, like, I know people ain't going to probably agree with this, but he made the deluxe version and he had put the song on there with the song Lost Souls. It was good until he added that other fucking dude to it, bro. What's that dude name? Nah. He a famous nigga, bro. Like, niggas was hype when he added this nigga to the shit, bro.
Oh, I don't know.
You gonna know him as soon as I say his name. Right. Lost Souls, Baby King. It's a song that features Brent Faiyaz.
Oh yeah, nah. Fuck that. Brent that nigga. Like,
he wasn't that nigga. He just wasn't that nigga on this song.
I don't know. I like
the original shit better.
I like that nigga music, man. I can't even lie. I was hoping he dropped the album because I'm pretty sure that album would have been on this fucking list. But
yeah, I'm not saying he's bad. I'm just saying I like the version of the song that doesn't have him on it. Makes sense. It's like those fucking songs at the end of Donda, bro. Like all the part twos. Yeah. But like I think I like every fucking part one better except for Remote Control, because Remote Control Part 2 is the version with Kid Cudi on.
Yeah. I agree. I could have. I mean, to go back to Donda, I could have did without fucking the baby on jail.
Bro, I could do without the baby on anything. Fuck that. Every fucking song he makes sound the same, bro. Fuck that shit. I be rocking with that nigga because he from here, but damn, bro, something.
That's literally kind of the only leeway
be better.
I can give a nigga, the nigga from my fucking hometown,
from the home state,
but I guess. But you got more about that Baby King?
Yeah, man, because like besides the negatives that I can see about it, like going into the positive aspects of it, just the fucking versatility of the type of songs that's on there.
Yeah.
Keep me coming back, especially a song that I was just surprised to hear. And this is another reason why I don't like the deluxe version, because I think this was a great way to end the album, and then with the deluxe version there's like 2 songs on there after this. Let me get the actual name of it, because I like to be thorough.
I do agree that the Baby King shit was very, very versatile.
Right. So it's when you go to the Melodic Blue, the original version, like, see, this is the bullshit I'm talking about. But number 16, which is just called 16, is a song where he's like, it's like a fucking R&B song where this nigga is singing on it, bro. This shit is fucking great.
And I mean, his cousin is probably coaching some of that shit.
He said he didn't.
He did?
They both said he didn't. They both said that Baby King didn't use any type of connection to Kendrick Lamar to make any of his shit.
Makes sense.
And none of his early shit
to me makes this album better.
Yeah.
If when you have someone of that stature in your connections and you go out on a whim and you do this shit on your own, that sets you apart. So
and when you listen to his early shit, Kendrick ain't on any of it.
Yeah,
he on just this. I mean, of course, people probably would say like the 2 Kendrick tracks is like the highlights of this shit.
Smoking on top 5s.
But I think I like Range Brothers better than I like Family Ties.
Mm-hmm. The niggas even said they came out with they got a fucking language. They made up a language while making these, like, being together, making the fucking album.
Pretentious ass niggas.
Like, I off only on occasion, brother.
I like this shit. But I like the one. I need a girlfriend. I like that one better. That's Range Brothers. Mm-hmm. I need a girlfriend.
Nah, I fucked with that Baby King album. It was pretty good. I definitely didn't listen to it as much as I listened to some of these other albums, but I gave it at least 2 listens.
So I mean, I like that. I love the album except for them whack ass bars and shit. It's like I can't. Even if I love an album, if this shit got some whack shit on it, I have to point it out. Like
as you should. I mean, that's a fact. But you want me to go into my next one?
Yep.
All right. 19. Sincerely Contrail by NBA Youngboy.
Get him out of here.
What?
I can't stand NBA Youngboy.
Number 1 on the Billboard 200s, and he was only one of 3 to do that behind 2 other fucking goats, Tupac and Lil Wayne.
Well, no, 2 goats and him. Let me just take it back.
Hold on, so you
let me take it back.
I can't let you slander my nigga Youngboy.
I ain't about to slander him. I'm about to take back some slander. Cause I just said I can't stand NBA Youngboy, and that's just not true. Mm-hmm. Like that's
just not.
That's not true. I didn't like this album as much, but it's not true that I can't stand this music, especially bro. 38 Baby is still one of my favorite songs, bro.
Yeah.
Like 38 Baby is fucking so good, bro. It sounds like a fucking Scarface song from 1995, bro. Mm-hmm. Like, so I'm not gonna say I can't stand them. That's bullshit.
And some of my standouts from this album was Nevada, Breaker Make Me,
It's too many motherfucking songs.
Yeah, but you gotta think about it. When you discover a real, like, I'm not even a real NBA YoungBoy fan, but when you go and find these real NBA YoungBoy fans that really buy his merch and like all this shit, they will listen to this whole 23 songs and know every single word.
That's
like,
how most of these niggas.
This nigga's following is fucking ridiculous. Like, this nigga goes and gets like fucking 1 million YouTube views in like 3 hours. Like, this nigga's following is unmatched. Like,
I don't know if it's unmatched.
I think it is. I mean, unless you're fucking Drake or something, nobody really has the following.
I won't even put it like. I won't put it like that. I won't say Drake. Like, we can take a few niggas off the table. Like, we can take Drake and Kanye West, Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, out of this fucking equation, because those niggas is like the most famous rappers on earth.
And then when you get past that,
I think Playboi Carti probably got a bigger following than this dude.
No.
Yeah, I think he does, bro.
Fuck no. He for damn sure don't make better music.
Nah, he don't make better music. I think he got a bigger following though. I don't.
The only reason I don't say that is because whenever Playboi Carti ain't getting, and I'm gonna keep going back to this YouTube shit, he ain't getting that YouTube following like this nigga YoungBoy, bro. This nigga is going stupid. Like, this, like, he gets millions of views in like little amounts of time.
So the 6ix9ine though.
6ix9ine ain't getting shit no more. So I didn't even know who that was until you just said him. I forgot.
Is he still making music? Got any songs out?
I don't know. He's a fucking sicko. Get him out of here. But
he used to, like, 6ix9ine.
Yeah, and that was also at like the height of his fucking.
No, the shit after he finished snitching, bro. Like, no, he broke like a YouTube record with that fucking song.
Yeah. I think I know what you're talking about. The one with the he was in like that room where he was hiding from everybody and he wanted to get as far away from people as possible and had the bitches shaking the ass.
The booba shit. Yeah. That shit got 765 million views.
Now go look up NBA YoungBoy and just look at I think it's one he posted recently.
Let me see.
See what that nigga views talking about.
So the one he posted 4 weeks ago.
Yeah.
24 million.
24 million. What's the one after that?
The one he posted 10 days ago, 7.6 million.
Mm-hmm.
3 weeks ago, 11 million.
Mm-hmm. Like, these are like, what the fuck?
What?
My shit went off. That shit just cut off.
Well, wow. He get a lot of views there, but and I think I'm not speaking on the quality of his fucking music about this YouTube view shit, because fuck that.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Like, his music is better than, he has never made I can put this on anything. 6ix9ine has never made any song that's better than any NBA YoungBoy song.
I do agree.
Now, and I haven't heard all of them. Mm-hmm. I would just put that on everything, that 6ix9ine has never come close in quality to NBA YoungBoy, whether NBA YoungBoy was at his fucking worst, bruh. So, but like, I wasn't
agree with that.
I wasn't the biggest fan of this album. It was good, but I think I like his what's the right foot creep shit. I think I like that album better. The one that got that song on it. Mm-hmm. I love that fucking song, bro. Like, that shit is tight.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I can see where NBA YoungBoy deserved to be in your top list though. Mm-hmm. I can see that. I wouldn't object to that.
YoungBoy is kind of he's pretty fucking good.
Yeah,
I also wouldn't have put him in like my top 10. Just throwing that out there. 18, I got Polo G Hall of Fame.
I can't even comment on that. I didn't listen to that.
I ain't even gonna lie. I haven't even listened to this whole album.
That shit got like 30 fucking songs on it, bro.
It's 2 albums. It's got 34 songs.
Look, couldn't do it. Saw the amount of songs, said no.
Yeah,
And
like, there's no
turned it
way I
off.
can sit through this album. But some of my favorite songs, definitely Rap Star.
So is it like the strength of is it not the strength of the album, but the strength of not the strength of the album as a whole, but the strength of the of you enjoying the stuff that you have heard?
Yes. Rap Star was one of those songs I listened to every day for a while. Like, I still like that fucking song. Cop the BMW. Like, that shit's great. That's a very good song. Gang Gang with Lil Wayne, where I felt like he spent one of the fucking bars, like, not bars, but verses of the year on that shit.
Lil Wayne?
Yes.
Is it better than his Tyler the Creator verse?
No. It was good.
Tyler the Creator verse. That Lil Wayne shit, bro, on that Tyler the Creator album was stupid.
And also, he sold a pretty good amount of records on this. So, I mean, I felt like it belonged on the list, although it probably didn't get as many listens as I thought it. Like, I didn't listen to it all the way, honestly. Let's put that at 25. That is my 25.
So you ranking them now?
No, but that one's 25.
And like I did with Baby King and shit, like I say, if I was ranking them, this shit would be number 10.
If I was ranking them, that one would be 25.
It's too fucking much.
It's too
much. Bro. They need to just put 10 songs out, call it a fucking day. I know that's not how it works because of the streaming numbers. They give people so much variety on an album that they can go and stream something because any stream counts towards album sales. So if somebody don't like, you got more of a chance to get some streamable shit within a 34 song radius than a fucking 10 song radius. But damn.
Yeah, that shit is too much music. 17, Michigan Boy Boat.
See, that's something I forgot about.
Yeah,
I need to listen to it because even though I hated every other Lil Yachty album, the first one, Lil Boat, that shit is fire, bro.
Yeah, I put this on this list because I have been seriously fucking with the Detroit music lately, like. Fucking Icewear, Vezo.
So he got this is a Detroit centric. He got a bunch of Michigan artists featured on it.
Fucking Rio the Young OG, Sada Baby.
I'm about to say, is he on that?
Fuck nah, this shit is really good. Plastic, great song. He put T Grizzly up there, of course, but
so T Grizzly is like the poster child for Michigan rap.
Yeah,
so like except for Eminem, but you know,
I mean. I get what you're saying.
I got a topic I want to do too, bro. Speaking of Eminem, that maybe we can do this next time. Rappers that we took out of our favorites, because for me, Eminem is the guy.
Okay, I have to sit on that one for a minute to really think on that, but I can understand why.
Is Eminem on this album?
No. Shit, no.
He should be. If you're doing something about Michigan, whether I like his music or not anymore, he's the fucking best.
Probably, I don't know.
He's the top. Let me stop. Because Motown was up there. But when it comes to the hip hop, contemporary music, now he's the top ever to come out of there. Like, when it comes to music, Eminem is. I mean, you can't really put Royce and fucking the niggas from D12 above him, because without him they wouldn't have ever. And you can't really put Kid Rock above him, because Kid Rock had to switch to a whole other genre of music to get popular. But I bet you people don't even know Kid Rock started out as a fucking rapper.
Yeah. His
fucking Grit Sandwiches for Breakfast, that was his first album, and that was a rap album. It wasn't rock. Mm-hmm. Then he didn't get popular till that Bar with a Bar shit came out. Mm-hmm. So, and Eminem sold more records than him anyway, even with that. So, still, you got to give Eminem, he's the top. Besides, if you set aside Motown, because he ain't fucking with that. He's not fucking with Motown. And I know that's from the fucking 60s and 70s, but still. Mm-hmm. That shit sound timeless, bruh. Yeah. Like, Michael Jackson was part of Motown, man, so stop it. Like, before Michael Jackson went to his, when it was the Jackson 5, Michael Jackson was part of Motown. Put it that way. and I think when he first came out as a solo artist. So that aside, other than Motown, Eminem is the top thing to ever come up out of there. So I wonder why he didn't do a feature on this album.
Possibly because it may have cost way too much to get him on
Lil
the album.
Yachty got a fucking budget, bro. Like
Yeah.
he down there. He got a budget.
I don't know. But 17, Michigan Boy Boat. 16, Sleepy Hollow, Still Sleep.
See, this is one you got me interested in.
No. Sleepy Hollow he's a rapper out of New York. And he's actually pretty fucking good. Like, I know you probably heard the biggest song off this shit, 2055.
Yeah, never heard of it.
I just want to slide. Parties in the sky like it's 2055. She said, boy, you nice.
I
Boy,
heard
you
that.
nice.
I heard
Hard
that.
cold like some water and some ice. That shit.
I heard that.
That
I
was probably the
didn't.
biggest song on the album. Probably
I didn't
my
know the,
favorite song on the album.
I didn't know the name of it.
Uh-huh.
I heard it.
He
but
put Coily Ray on that shit.
she kind of.
Yes.
Yeah.
She is. She is.
Not even kinda.
No,
Just
kinda.
flat out.
She is. She is.
Yeah.
Yes. Needless to say.
Not just.
Another one.
Yeah.
Nino Sabe. I like that shit. I like Scrubs. Or Scrub. Let me correct myself. But still, like, this shit was a decent album. He also, the other guy in his camp kinda is this guy named Chef G. He's
You talking about the fucking the gangbanger?
Yeah.
The nigga that was in Pop Smoke gang?
See, I don't know about that.
Chef G.
Chef G is
the nigga who got like stabbed in the neck or some shit.
No, I don't know.
Ain't he kind of big?
Yeah, he is.
Dark skin?
Yeah, do he got like braids?
He didn't at the time that I last seen him. Bro. Let me see it. Pull him up.
Chef G.
He one of the guys that's in the Woo shit. He was.
Chef G. This guy.
Yeah, him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in Pop Smoke gang.
Oh, I
Well,
didn't
he
know.
in Pop Smoke. He in Pop Smoke gang.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I didn't know.
I think though him and Sleepy Hollow are like brothers.
I didn't know that he was tied to that guy.
Yeah.
Like they don't make
They
the
make
same
a lot
kind of music
together.
at
Yeah,
all.
No, they kind of sound like.
But that 2055 shit don't like.
That's some Sleepy Hollow. That's like his wave of shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like, cause Chef G make drill, New York drill rap.
Nah, Chef G done made some pretty good like. Niggas ain't really your man. Niggas ain't really your man.
Man, he sound like
Trust me,
Pop
but you won't
Smoke
do it
Breeze.
again.
So that's
You
Pop.
better
That
stay
sound just like Pop.
You better
Smoke.
stay in your lane. You're funny, don't chill with them.
Pop
Niggas
Smoke
ain't wife
was
for material.
fucking good, man.
They wife for material. That shit.
Pop
Chef G the nigga.
Pop Smoke was good, man. I didn't like
Nigga,
him.
what?
I didn't used to like him, bro. He
What?
He was pretty fucking
Pop
good.
Smoke was the shit. And if he was alive today, he would still be the shit.
Yeah, bro.
No cap.
He was pretty fucking
No
good,
fucking
bro.
cap.
I be
Like-
hearing some of his shit, bro. And that shit
I know
just...
you don't fuck with the love songs, but nigga, what you know about?
No, it ain't the
love.
love songs that I didn't like. I don't like New
That
York.
shit was
I
fire.
don't like New York drill.
Yeah.
I don't like that beat. That
Yeah.
I don't like that shit because it's just,
That's probably why, honestly, you don't fuck with 5EO Foreign.
bruh. When I gotta go back and Donda.
Okay.
When bruh Off the Grid was sounding so good, except that Playboy Cardi verse, but the beat was sounding so good. And then when 5EO Foreign came on, I got 5 minutes of Off the
When I was in
Grid.
jail, I was low key.
It ain't even-
reporters that wrote me.
It ain't even his
work hard and
verse,
go
bro.
sleep.
It was the fact that they turned the beat into one of them damn New York. Stop it. One of them damn UK drill beats.
I felt like if you was going to have 5EO Foreign on a song to get the best verse out of him, honestly, give him a drill beat.
He could have
Give
spit
him
that
something.
same shit over
I mean,
the other
but
version of
would
the
it
beat.
would it have sounded as good?
Yeah, it would have sounded better than me because it wouldn't have had that stupid fucking beat on it.
Makes sense. But 16, Sleepy Hollow, Still Sleep, great fucking album. Ready
Right.
to hear more.
I'm gonna listen to it though because I like Pop Smoke shit.
15. Originally, I had Scary Hours 2 from Drake.
That little shit. Like, you talking about the shit that had like 2 songs on?
3. It had 3 songs. I had that up there, but I scrapped it because Drake is already on this list for one, and again, it was only 3 fucking songs. So, 15 new and improved is Young Blue, Moon Boy.
Bro, what is that?
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure you ain't gonna know who Young Blue is, but Young
I
Blue,
need to get up on some shit, bro.
he's
Maybe
like you honestly probably won't fuck with his music though, but he had this big hit with Drake, Your Mind Still.
Never heard it.
If I ever made you angry, girl, just know that it gets better.
Never mind. I don't
over
need to
time.
hear that.
You don't know that?
No.
Nah, that shit fire.
I can go without.
But Young Blue, some of the top songs off this album, for me at least, Beautiful Lies, Your Mind Still, of course.
Mm-hmm. Oh shit, my phone just died. How about
my
that?
phone about to die too. Angels Never Cry. Yeah. Moral of the story, this was a great album. And it caught me off guard because I won't really be expecting anything.
I'm not gonna shit on it. It just don't sound like something I would listen to.
No, and I agree. I actually will go out there and say I don't know if you'll fuck with this album, but me, I feel like this was a strong album. Like, especially with the year of music that we had. Let's be honest.
Right.
This shit is pretty decent, and I thought it deserved the spot. And I actually gave this a few listens. I even went as far as to listen to his EP, No I'm Not Okay. That was the name of that EP. And that shit, one of my favorite songs up there was this shit called Welcome Back, Dummy. If you're gonna listen to any song, I encourage you to listen to that one.
I'm gonna give it a chance. I'm not going.
And I mean, it's some singing shit.
I don't care about that anymore because this is the thing I'll say. I'm not in the business. I used to be like this. Mm-hmm. I'm not in the business of just passing up on albums just because I don't think I'll like it. I'll listen to it first and get the concrete evidence of whether I like it or not by actually listening. Mm-hmm. So I'll listen to it. I'm not gonna just skip it because it don't sound interesting to me. Like that shit you sung that he was on with Drake. It don't sound like something I want to hear, but I'm gonna listen to it anyway.
Nah, it's a really good song. 14, I got An Evening with Silk Sonic.
Bro, that shit is great.
That shit was great. I mean, shit. I have literally nothing else to say other than that shit was great. And who would have known that Anderson .Paak and Bruno Mars would be a fucking dynamic duo?
And when you listen to them niggas sing, you know.
That's what I'm saying. Some of my favorites off this album: Smoking Out the Window, Leave the Door Open, of course.
Because like even the Bruno Mars shits, bro, that's like super pop and super catchy. I like 24 Karat Magic, bro. Shit is fucking good.
And it's hard not to like a song like that though.
And then Anderson .Paak, I mean, he's the real. To me, Anderson .Paak is what. If motherfuckers get mad at me or not, I don't give a fuck.
Fuck it.
Anderson .Paak is what Akon and T-Pain could never be. That's what him and what's his name? The one that's always singing with Kanye. The nigga with dreads. He barely ever puts out his own music, but he always on some Kanye shit.
I want to say, not Party Next Door.
Nah, no, that's the Drake guy.
Got dreads.
Yeah, the tall nigga. Bruh, his name started with a T, bruh. I know exactly. I'm envisioning this motherfucker in my head right now.
His name starts with a T?
Yeah, bruh.
He's always with Kanye.
Yeah, he sung on the Kanye and Kid Cudi album, Kid See Ghost, he was on it. What's his fucking name, bruh? What's this name? I'm ashamed of myself.
I'm
he was confused. He on the shit free. He sings on.
Ty Dolla $ign.
Yeah, him. Bro, I was not finna get that.
I seen him in concert recently.
Yeah. Like
Ty Dolla $ign though.
Ty Dolla $ign and Anderson .Paak are what Akon and T-Pain never could be. Like,
I ain't gonna say that about T-Pain.
T-Pain is fucking.
I felt like T-Pain is actually pretty revolutionary in the way some of the music is going nowadays.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
No. Not taking away from his impact. No.
You just saying he's not as good.
Talking about flat out how much I enjoy their singing features on rap songs. What I'm trying to say is like Ty Dolla $ign and Anderson .Paak is like the real next up after Nate Dogg.
Oh yeah.
And everybody tried to make Akon and T-Pain be that. Mm-hmm. But they wasn't. Like Akon, like when you prime example, right? Prime example, anybody take me up on this fucking challenge. Yeah. And I know this song is kind of old, bro. Mm-hmm. But if you go and listen to the dirty version, the album version of Boss's Life by Snoop Dogg.
Riding in my car and I'm listening to the radio.
That's not Boss's Life.
That's not?
No.
What's that song
That's
called?
I'm Fly, man.
I'm Fly. What's Boss's Life?
Boss's Life. See me, man, I'm nothing like you. I got the kind of swagger that you like used to. If you gonna
start coming when they see me. That song?
Yeah, man. Yeah. Listen to that dirty version with Akon on it.
Nah.
And then go listen to the clean version with Nate Dogg on it. But that's the first time I chose to have a clean version than the dirty version. But the Nate Dogg shit just take that song so much to another level.
Uh-huh.
And I think that Ty Dolla $ign and Anderson .Paak is like that next up. But see, T-Pain, he kind of a special case because he got so much of those connections to Lil Wayne. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like, so he made iconic songs with Lil Wayne, and he made an iconic song with Kanye. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think Akon made iconic songs as a featured artist. He made iconic songs on his own.
Himself, yeah.
And T-Pain did too. T-Pain, like, I'm in love with a stripper. That shit. I'm in love with a stripper was iconic, bro. That started the whole auto tune wave. Mm-hmm. That song did.
I'm in love with a stripper.
Even though I like the bartender, I like that song better. Mm-hmm. Like, but I'm not saying that this ain't nothing to do with their actual music. It's to do with their features on rap.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. Like Anderson .Paak just bring it a way that fucking T-Pain and Akon never could to me when they're featured on a rap song. Even though everybody loves The Good Life, by Kanye and T-Pain, but
I mean, I've been listening to Anderson .Paak for a while.
Yeah, I have too.
I always knew he was pretty fucking good, but I mean, this shit really showed me that this nigga's. Really
I've been listening to him for a minute, bro. Like he ain't even nothing new to me. Yeah. But the Silk Sonic shit,
that shit was great.
That shit was just the way that they meld together, bro. Like usually you don't see a lot of collaborative R&B albums like this. Mm-hmm.
Because the way that shit actually worked.
Yeah. The way this shit just melded together into like this one is also on my list.
Yeah.
So like I forgot to mention that when we started talking about it. So the way that shit just melded together, like it's like, bro, this album, like a big thing with me with albums now when I listen to them is not really. I was talking to somebody about this the other day. It's the immersive experience, bro. This album is like sitting in one of those smoky fucking clubs from the 1970s that you see in the movie. The room is full of smoke. The chicks is in there with those glittery dresses on and shit.
And all you hear is skate.
And them niggas are singing the fucking. They up on the stage singing, and there's like 100 motherfuckers in there. But you gotta be exclusive to get into this club. That's what this album make me feel when I hear it. Like, so like at least
What's your favorite song off that shit?
All of them. I've listened to this whole shit. It's not a long album
it's
too.
Not.
So I listen to all of it. When I listen to it, I put it on and I don't fucking Skip Penny. Like,
my favorite song has to be "Smoking Out the Window." Like, I still listen to that shit to this day.
I listen to the shit too, bro.
That's a really, really good album. And that was, numbers really don't matter, I guess.
Yeah, that was just another album on the list.
13, Expensive Pain by Meek Mill.
It was okay, too.
Yeah. I will also agree, but I would put that towards the top of my list. I did like that album. One of my favorite songs off that was the shit with Lil Uzi Vert. Blue Notes Part 2. When that song first dropped, even before the album dropped and that shit dropped as the single, I listened to that literally on repeat every single day at least 15 times.
Yeah, well, that'll constitute it.
I seriously love that fucking song. I learned every single word, and that shit's great. I like the fucking artwork too. The album cover artwork.
Yeah, I can get with that.
I don't know. I'm a sucker for artwork.
I have to honestly. I just gotta get back up on. I gotta get more up on Meek Mill.
Mm-hmm. Nah, Meek is good. Meek is good. He's, yeah, Meek is good. That's all I gotta say. Another song I like Halo again with Brent Faiyaz.
Yeah,
I like We Slide. I love Love Train. Like, I love Love Train. That's a really, really good song. Angels, I like that song. Cold Heart 3, that song's good. Really, this shit was just an all-around good album and something I honestly expect from Meek Mill. So, yeah. 12. Number 12, I actually have 2 albums for this, just in case one album honestly didn't work. So,
what you mean?
So, Faces by Mac Miller re-released.
That's on my list. I don't give a fuck if it's a re-release.
Okay,
fuck that. Faces.
So, Faces
number
originally released in 2014.
And I'll say this about it, because you got more, you way more informed about him than me. This is the shit that made me listen to him.
Yeah.
When you sent me the link, especially that song Angel Dust, that's my shit.
This is, if not, this is my top 3. This is probably number 2. I fucking love this album. I'm a fan of Mac Miller, so like, this shit had to be on my list. And it was, if this album didn't work, then I was probably gonna put Baby Keem, but
we already covered that.
Yeah,
so
that was just for my list, because I had Baby Keem also on my list. But Faces definitely has to be one of the top albums of the year, if not one of the best albums of the year. And this shit came out in 2014, but they released it as a re-release. So
hey, it count. It came out again this year. He dead. He can't make a fucking another one.
This shit is great.
You were afraid of just
25 songs.
Now this shit, I got through all 25 of them with no effort. Bro.
No effort. And every one of them is fucking good. So, Faces, Mac Miller, rest in peace.
All right, so I got another one to throw in there, and this is a bundle of albums and EPs. It's EPs. And fuck it, I made this mistake a couple times when we was making these top lists.
Yeah.
Not making it today. My next entry is a bundle of albums. It's 4 in total. Is Side B, William Price.
Yeah.
The whole As Us release schedule this year. Side B, William Price. No More Self Doubt, Phase NC. Before the Storm EP, which is by Vilboy Rand. And the last one is I think it's WCDL EP. Let me make sure I got the name right, because it's letters and shit, so I don't want to fucking put them in the wrong order. Like, I'm just too thorough. I said I don't like fucking shit up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hold on a second. Give me a second. Give me another second. And just one more second after that. As fast as my fucking Wi-Fi can work. All right, so it's the EP by Fat Mac, and it is. Let me go back just to make sure I got the name right. Yeah, WDCL. See, I had fucked it up. But anyway, that's the thing. Like these artists deserve to be mentioned alongside of motherfuckers that so-called made it. I don't care if it's independent or not.
Yep.
Like I listen to all these albums.
I also have an independent on this at one of the top spots on my fucking list.
Yeah, that one is on mine too. But like I put them. The only reason I bundled their albums together is because they shit is like a whole like a cinematic universe to me. It's like Marvel, bro. It's like all a storyline. It's like it's a whole. They like go hand in hand to me. They releases and they release so much. So I know we wasn't doing a lot of episodes earlier in the year to cover they shit that was coming out. Yeah. But I was listening to it still, and especially that. The fact that it still always sound fresh. We going into year number fucking 4 of doing this, and this, I think that they might have been. I think City Pyramids was in the first independent spotlight we ever did.
Yes,
but like, and it's still these albums that they put out and this music that they put out is still sounding fresh after listening to it for 4 years in a fucking row. So it's got to be in the top of the year discussion to me. So I
agree.
That's how I put it. The As Us release schedule EP by Villboy Ran Before the Storm. EP by Fat Mac. WDCL. EP by, I think the side B is an EP also, by William Price, and the album from Phase and C, No More Self Doubt. I'm giving it to those.
11. I had 10 and 11 both are dedicated to Nas. Magic and King's Disease 2. Strong fucking albums.
King's Disease 2 is on my list also. King's Disease 2 is definitely on the list.
How about this? I'm gonna go Magic and King's Disease both for 11. I mean, they're both Nas.
Yeah. King's Disease 2 is definitely on the list. King's Disease 2 is on my list, definitely. It's like Nas came back. Nas has come back to himself after being inside the Kanye cult for a fucking year.
I mean, I always knew he could fucking rap. So 11, I'm going to go King's Disease and Magic.
This is the thing with Kanye and Jay-Z. They put out, not Kanye, Nas and Jay-Z. Nas and Jay-Z won't hesitate to put bad albums. They won't hesitate to put out bad albums. And I think in a way, 444 and the King's Disease series is both them coming back to being on their shit. Because what was that terrible Nasir? That shit is fucking bad.
Yeah.
Out of that Kanye bunch from that 2018 summer, Nasir,
I even went back and listened to that album. I ain't even gonna lie. I don't think it's that bad.
I do. I think it's bad. I think it's the worst out of that bunch. When it come down to Ye, Nasir, Kids See Ghosts, and Daytona, I think that Nasir is the weakest one. Yeah,
I mean, I do agree with that, but I don't think it's a terrible album. I went back and listened to it, and I think it's alright. Nas
and Jay-Z will put shit out. But like I said, King's Disease series and 444, I think, is them coming back to form. And King's Disease 2 is definitely on there. Especially because it's not even just because the album, because of Nas himself. It's because of fucking Hit Boy. This is something that I did not see coming, bro. I did not know. I already knew Hit Boy was great at producing. I mean, he got some of your favorite songs, Backseat Freestyle. I should have known this because he produced One Train by A$AP Rocky.
Yep,
One Train,
that song's great.
but I just didn't. It slipped my mind that this nigga could make a whole fucking boom bap album, like he did, like for that could fit Nas. Like Nas is 50 fucking years old making these albums, bruh. That's the thing about it. So yeah, King's Disease 2 definitely in the list.
Yeah. Number 10, Hell is Hot, Tsunami Dave.
That's in my list too.
Oh shit!
This came out yesterday. But
actually, no, it came out. Was it the 30th or the 31st? I think it was It's the 31st. It came out on the 31st.
It came out recently.
Yeah.
And the way that this man performs on albums, bro, like the charisma that come across in these songs, let alone like, see, sometimes people will go through and listen to an artist like Dave, and they'll just think that he just making wave rap or and shit. Like, nah, that ain't what it is, because the nigga actually be fucking spit. If you listen to the motherfucking, if you listen to the songs and listen to the words that's coming out. And like I bring this up because it's an important part of rap. Like, when somebody know how to pick the right instrumentals to be on their shit. Yeah. Like, that's something that this man got an expertise in.
I do agree. That album's great. Like, I listened to that shit a lot of times. Like, not even, like, a lot of times is an understatement. Like, that shit came out like yesterday, and I've probably listened to it like at least 25 times just listening. Some of my favorite ones, For You, that shit's fire. Faster, I like that song. Just overall a fucking solid album. Like, this shit was really crazy. The Outback interlude.
He teased that shit.
Yeah, he did.
He said, "Nah, niggas, y'all ain't hearing this motherfucker before it come out."
Yeah,
wait.
And that shit was definitely something great. Tsunami Dave, number 10, Hell is Hot. 9, Isaiah Rashad, The House is Burning.
I wanted to like this fucking album, man. I wanted to, and I couldn't. I can't fucking, bro.
I listened to this album over the summer so much, bro. Like, this was I was only listening to this album kind of like every day.
I'm gonna say, I don't think that this album is terrible. I'm not saying that this album is even bad. I'm just saying that, I mean, it's not in my list, so I'm not gonna talk too much about it because I want you to tell why you like it. But other than Kendrick Lamar and SZA, TDE is such a disappointment.
Yeah, I can't agree with that. But I don't know why I like this album. I've been liking Isaiah Rashad's music ever since like the Sylvia demo and the Sun's Tirade.
I know people love him.
Yeah, like I've been listening to his music for a long time, and I mean, this was just an Isaiah Rashad album. The shit was good. I mean, I like the way he raps, and I like the beats that he picks.
He sound like a born version of Kendrick Lamar to me.
I can get where you coming with that, but I mean, I really like this song. I mean, this album.
I do like this song, Hey Mister.
Yeah, Hey Mister.
I like that shit.
I like the do shit, Lay With You, R.I.P. Young, Headshots, HB2U, and THIB. I like both of those. I even like the shit from the deluxe with the Juicy J. He put Juicy J and Project Pack on R.I.P. Young. That shit was
Hey,
fire.
Isaiah Rashad is from Tennessee, ain't he? He from
Not
like
sure.
Memphis, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, so it makes sense for him to have that kind of shit on there.
But
I like that other shit too, even though I don't like it and I do like it at the same time. Came out busting. Sometimes I hear it and I'm like, man, this is so fucking corny. And sometimes I hear like, man, this shit rock. I don't know why I got such a split opinion on this album. This album is just like 50% of the time I listen to it, I enjoy it, and the other 50% of the time I don't. I just got to be in the mood to hear it, I guess.
nah, I like that album. Number 8, I got Punk by Young Thug.
I got nothing to say about this.
I just generally like Young Thug's music. I don't even know how to make that stop.
Hit the volume button.
Nah, it's doing it on my computer.
I don't know what's going on. Somebody's calling.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Well, I like Punk by Young Thug. I don't know. I just generally thought this was a pretty decent album. I listened to the what is that shit called? Where they played a live. Hold on. I watched his Tiny Desk concert where he performed this shit. And I don't know. I like the Tiny Desk version, and I mean it kind of just really just transferred over to the album. One of my favorite songs on the album is called Day Before with Mac Miller, and it's crazy because the day before they made that song, the day after he died.
Oh, so that song is older.
Yeah, and it was like the last song that he did with him, and it was the day before he died. So
I mean that's a touching story behind the track. I don't.
Yeah. I like Bubbly.
I can't do it with this Punk album.
That shit was. I liked it. I don't
Cannot
know.
do it.
I'm generally a fucking Young Thug fan though, and I
like
also throw Slime Language 2 in with this one too.
So much fun. I like that.
Yeah. So I mean, this is kind of both of the Young Thug albums can kind of get that same spot because I also like fucking Slime Language 2 Real being one of my favorite songs of the year.
Right.
So yeah, number 8, Young Thug.
The Young Thug double pack.
2, yeah, double pack. Number 7, Soul Fly by Rod Wave.
Did not
Another
listen to it.
Another great album. Some of my favorite songs being off this one. What's Wrong?
Right.
Get Ready. Already Won. Tombstone, of course. Pills and Bills.
Tombstone is a good fucking song.
Yeah.
I didn't hear
Gone
this
to
whole
November.
album, but I heard that.
What's Love? Shock the World. Like this shit was great. I like Rod Wave. I think he's a very, very good artist. So that was number 7.
And the next one that I got up is, everybody might be surprised by this if they've been listening to me. The Off Season by J. Cole. This is my favorite album by him.
I also got that on my list.
This is my favorite by him. Well, is it your 1 or 2?
It's 3.
Okay, so if it ain't your top 2, then you can talk about it now. Because the only one, unless you want to do it, because the only one I'm really ranking is my album of the year and my runner-up of the year.
Mm-hmm.
But, man, it's a song up there that, by all accounts, should be just a regular old, bland J. Cole song, and it's just something about it that hooks me.
What?
Pride is the devil.
Nigga, that shit's not regular. That shit's great.
Terrified, paranoid, everything. Feel the void. But it's like it sounds like it's any old J. Cole song that he would make, but the shit is just something about that shit just hit different, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and then that other shit, my favorite song on this album, you got to forgive me for having to look it up. Not because I don't know what song I'm talking about. It's just because I don't really look at it. I just this is an album, I put it on and I just play it.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't really see the track listing on it when I'm listening to it.
Mm-hmm.
But
is it the shit with Moray?
no.
Okay.
It's not. It's J. Cole by himself.
Mm-hmm.
And it's fucking fire, bro. What is happening?
That shit was about to go crazy. But,
Oh man, it's called I think it's called punching. No. It's called applying pressure.
applying pressure.
That shit is fire.
Yeah.
That shit when he got the Metal Gear Solid fucking bar in there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like a wavy Hideo Kojima. Like that shit is, you know. But
I do agree. Off Season was probably one of the best albums of this year.
I think that this album is J. Cole stepping across to where to that realm where I think that he about to put that one out that I'm gonna just be like, that's the one I knew you could put out the whole time.
Makes sense.
I think he about to do it because Kendrick Lamar did it the first time I ever heard him. Because I didn't hear Section 80 first. I heard Good Kid, Mad City first.
Mm-hmm.
So that paints it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And who else did that shit that I was waiting? I've been waiting on a few artists to do it, right? I was waiting on 2 Chainz to do it, and he came close, but he didn't do it with Pretty Girls Love Trap.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't. He came right there. The person who I didn't expect to do it, who did it, was Future with Dirty Sprite 2. I did not expect it. Then a person who I had gave up on doing it turned around and fucking did it with a mixtape. If you're reading this, is too late.
Yep.
Like he did, I was like, that's that one. And then I heard the fucking mixtape series. I heard the first mixtape. Then of course the famous time you tried to put me onto the second mixtape 1,000 times, and I didn't fucking listen. I was like, get this shit out of here, man. It's terrible. And then Rodeo came out. I went back and started liking all that nigga shit.
Okay.
So I think J. Cole is about to do it. I think the next shit he put out might be that. I think that fucking the off season was the warm up to the one.
Nah, I agree. That shit was great.
That shit got like 9 songs on it, bro. Niggas going hard every time.
My number 6, Voice of the Heroes, Lil Baby and Lil Durk. I just felt like that had to be on the list. They're both heavy hitters in rap nowadays.
Is Lil Durk a fucking heavy hitter, or do people just say he is?
I think he's a.
I don't think that nigga ain't a heavy hitter, man.
That shit's good.
I think Lil Durk is okay, but his numbers don't hit heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, Voice of the Heroes drug Lil Baby's numbers down.
They did,
bro. Like he didn't. The shit that he made with Gunna moved way harder than this. Mm-hmm. The shit that he made by himself moved way harder than this.
Yeah, I don't know. I ain't really get into like the numbers portion of it.
When you talk, well, no. Let me be clear. When you was talking about heavy hitters, I was only talking about sales.
Oh, yeah,
not the quality of music that they make.
Oh, okay.
I like some of Lil Durk music. I'm only talking about sales.
I'm just going by. This is strictly opinion. Like, I just thought this was a pretty decent album. I like Please, Medical. That shit, I just felt like it was a pretty decent album. My
favorite Lil Durk song is still the first one that he put out that he got famous with.
What, L's Up for them hitters?
Yeah. L's up for them hitters. L's up for them hitters. I like that shit. That shit still heat.
1, 2, 3. Alright. Which one was I on? 5?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. 5. ESTG. Bigger Than Life or Death. ESTG, I put him on this list just for the simple fact this nigga really just got the streets on lock right now. He also makes great music, just like I was saying about Pooh Shiesty. Although I do think Pooh Shiesty has the bigger effect, ESTG is kind of equally as good to me, in my opinion. I like his style of rap, even though I like some of his older things a lot better. I like the way his fucking music sounds.
Right.
Put him on the list. This is when the shit starts really hitting the fan. I already talked about off season, so these are my top three. Three, CLB, Certified Lover Boy. We talked about that already.
Did we
Fuck
talk
it.
about that?
No, I'm saying in general, like we
I
talked
can't
about
give
Certified
it.
Lover Boy.
Certified Lover Boy. Although I think it's much better than Donda is. Like anybody who don't like that, that's whatever. I just don't think. I think this is my whole closing statement on Donda and Certified Lover Boy, because those is kind of linked together. They linked together now in the beef side of it, and now when them reconciling, they could have both done way better.
Yeah, I do agree. But 3, Certified Lover Boy. 2, Call Me If You Get Lost, Tyler the Creator. Album of the year, in my opinion.
Well, that should be number 1 then.
No. That's just the album of the year. But it's not my favorite album of this year.
So since we getting down to number 2, my number 2, Call Me If You Get Lost.
Yeah.
Tyler the Creator.
That's
my number 2.
That is the album of the year, but my number 1 most favorite album of the year, Vince Staples, fucking Vince Staples.
Well,
number 1.
Well, since that's your number 1, I
most
have
listened, fucking most studied, fucking.
I have to talk
most
about that
loved.
one too now, like because that one is also in my list. That shit, that's
Yeah,
that from
that's
that
my
from that
fucking
first
shit.
fucking song. It grabs you.
That's
Although
what I'm saying.
it's not my number 1 or my runner up, but it's like right there. Like it's
That is my number 1
to me because I like his. I like FM just a slight touch better, just a slight touch. Because remember, FM I think was my number 1 of that year.
Yeah.
I think it was like a 3-way tie between the FM and those 2 Trippie Redd tapes that came out. So, but I still like this shit is. Vince Staples is just somebody that flies under the radar and never misses.
I don't understand how.
Because he didn't. When I think how when he came out with summer 06, right? He decided to take it a different way. When he could have started making those fucking built for Billboard songs, he just decided not to do it. And his artistry is probably better for it, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
But this shit is a great fucking album.
Great. Like, that is my favorite album of the year. And it's only a little bit higher than fucking Call Me If You Get Lost. I probably like them equally, but as far as most listened to and my favorite like music I really, really love, Vince Staples.
And
I mean, that's just how I don't know. And I mean I really, really love Call Me If You Get Lost. Like I love that album, but I think Vince Staples took it like that's great.
With my number 2, since it was Call Me If You Get Lost, it was your same number 2. But Vince Staples was also on my list, so I had to throw it in. I just mentioned Call Me If You Get Lost because you had already mentioned it. But like that, Call Me If You Get Lost is what broke the barrier to me between me and Tyler the Creator's fucking music. Yeah, because it was not doing it for me for a long time. Not when Tyler the Creator came out with Yonkers. At that point, you either just liked him or you didn't.
And that's when I was really like, all right, I kind of fuck with this. And
then I heard Bastard, and I liked some of it.
Yep.
And I heard Goblin, and I like less of it. And I heard Golf Wang. That's not what it's called, but he's on the fucking tricycle with the golf hat on. Yeah. And I like less of that. And I heard Cherry Bomb, and I was like, you know what? I'm not listening to any more of this shit. So then when Fuck's Flower Boy came out, did I listen to it? Nope.
I liked Flower Boy.
Igor I listened to that just out of
yeah.
fucking sheer curiosity, and it was pretty good.
Mm.
But this is what took it there for me.
Yeah.
Because at a point in time, I was like, man, like I know Tyler the Creator is the face of this shit, but Frank Ocean is the best
Yeah.
in this group.
Mhm.
Even though he was singing about gay shit, but like I wasn't really listening to it. But just
As far as the musical standpoint.
yeah, like some of that shit used to that Forrest Gump song. Really, I couldn't fucking listen to him after I heard that. I'm sorry, but Call Me If You Get Lost just took it there, man. It took it there, and it was my album of the year all the way up until Christmas Eve.
Mm-hmm.
Because Christmas Eve is when Magic by Nas came out.
And that's number one?
That's number one. Like it was Call Me If You Get Lost was number one all the way up until Christmas Eve. But I don't know. On Magic, it's a bar where he said KD3O is on the way. This is just the warm up or the appetizer. Bruh. Is it though, my nigga? Because this shit is better than King's Disease 2 was.
Mm-hmm.
And King's Disease 2 was good. But this shit, bro, like, this shit gave me 1990s Nas vibe, bro. Especially that Woo is for the children, man. That shit that you gotta be a special type nigga to live what I write. Special like my classics, special like my fans, the stuck on my old sound. Them niggas won't let me past it. That shit, like that's nigga, just this whole fucking album, bro. Meet Joe Black. Yeah. Give me the keys. Give me the dough back. You fuck around me, Joe. That's everything, bro. The shit with
best albums.
The fucking DJ Premier and Hit Boy beat with ASAP Rocky and Nas, the Wave Guy shit sound like something straight out of 1995, my nigga. Like, when the last time you heard a fucking track that's made where the hook is made up of record scratches? Yeah. I don't know. This is the most recent one I can remember. I mean, just everything on this album hit for me. It's only 29 minutes long, and before I knew it, I was listening to it again, and then again, and then again.
Yeah, I do agree. That's how I did with the album, though.
So that's Magic by Nas. Came out on Christmas Eve. Didn't even see this shit. Know this shit was coming. You sent me the link, my nigga, and that shit immediately became my favorite album of the year. That's that. Like.
Yeah. So, top 25 albums of the year.
For sure.
If you got any albums that you think should have been on this list, drop them in the comments.
Right.
If you think our music taste is shit, tell us.
Yeah, tell us.
But don't dislike the video. Still like the video. Just
like it or dislike it. Here goes a little known secret about YouTube.
Uh-huh.
Likes and dislikes both count the same. They don't give a fuck if you dislike the video. They just care that you click any of it.
Or dislike it.
If you want to hit the dislike button, hit it. If you want to leave a comment saying fuck you, leave it. They see it all as engagement, bruh.
So, with that being said, since we're done with the top 25, I want to get into an independent spotlight. This is an artist that actually this song is unreleased, but I still wanted to feature it on the show. It is called "Can't Forget" by
Can't Forget About You,
Cameron Young.
Not that one. That's the Nas song from Hip Hop Is Dead. You can hear the hurt in this man's voice. You can hear the hurt. I fuck with that beat too.
Yeah.
That beat kind of spacey. I like that.
I fucked with the beat, and I like the mood of the music.
Yeah, man. Like
it gives me like Juice WRLD, XXX Tentacion vibe.
That's where I was trying to fucking think of that right there. I couldn't get that. You said it perfectly. Mm-hmm. Especially it more towards Juice WRLD to me because of how the beat sound.
Yeah, but I mean, in my opinion, it is a pretty decent song, and I would love to hear more music come from this artist, Cameron Young.
And when you're singing about something like this, like you have to put that fucking feeling forth when you actually get in front of the microphone and recite the words. Mm-hmm. And since he did that, I mean, the mission is accomplished.
Right. He
put that feeling forward because you could hear the fucking hurt in the voice. Mm-hmm. The voice was trembly and all that shit. Like, it won't like. This wasn't a defiant song where he was coming out like "fuck you, bitch." Uh-huh. He was like,
it's more or
just
less
reflecting.
Like a reflection, and
maybe this is like pain. Right. Maybe this is like the first step towards getting past it in music form.
I would love to hear. What would it be? A sequel to this song? Mm-hmm. With hearing him actually. Bars and melodies about getting over, like actually being over it and finding new love.
Right.
I feel like this is something that also more can stem from it. Like I feel like this is one of those songs where this is just the beginning, and it can be a lot more that comes from this also.
Maybe he turn this motherfucker into a series.
Yeah, like a series.
Uh-huh. So what's this one? It's called Can't Forget.
Can't Forget.
What the next one could be called?
Still haven't forgotten.
Still haven't forgotten.
And that shit can be like, still haven't forgot about your love. So, that's just me. But nah.
You took it back to the Motown era, my nigga.
I'm about to make a fucking Motown album. Fuck it. But Can't Forget, Cameron Young, great song. Keep up the good work. I don't have any more independent spotlight. I don't have anything else to say. R.I.P. Betty White.
Yeah, man. Golden Girls and shit. I thought she was dead like 10 years ago. But it was the other one who died. Mm-hmm. R.I.P. Betty White.